Meet Alex. Alex is your average typical guy. He has your average job, makes average money, lives in an average home. He's your basic guy. Alex decides to get on a dating app to help him find more connections of the opposite sex. One day, Alex matched with Emily. Emily was perfect for Alex. They started their conversations and they were filled with energy and enthusiasm. They seemed to have great connection and Alex couldn't help but be drawn to Emily's charm. But as days went on, Alex's enthusiasm got the best of him. He started bombarding Emily with constant messages, desperate to keep up the conversation alive. His excessive texting was starting to suffocate Emily. She felt overwhelmed, unable to find space she needed to process her thoughts and feelings. Emily's responses started getting shorter and less frequent. Alex's anxiety started to rise, but he couldn't understand why she was pulling away. Hi, my name is Jared Shoemaker. This is Magnetic Men's Club. I remember when I first started getting back into dating, I fell into this as well. There was a girl I matched with and I was fresh out of my marriage, my long-term relationship with my wife. I was fresh out of that. Didn't have a lot of dating experience. We were texting and having a great time and calling each other, and this was awesome for a few days. We were doing more messaging than actually seeing each other. And I remember blowing her up. I would ask a question. I wouldn't give her even 20 seconds to respond. I ask another question and then she would respond, and then I would send these long fucking text messages basically vomiting out my life story. And I would do that through text and through phone calls. And about maybe a week or two, I started noticing her texts getting shorter. And I started noticing that my texts were getting longer. I did feel that anxiety. I was like, oh shit, what did I do wrong? I know what I'll do. I'll send more pictures of me. I'll do this. Of course, that'll work. And I get a text message from her hours later, basically saying, I don't think this is gonna work out. It's nice meeting you, goodbye. And I was like, fuck, thinking to myself, what the fuck did I do? This went on again, the next girl I started talking to. The same pattern happened. I'm a pretty smart guy, so I do recognize patterns pretty well. After the second pattern, I was like, oh, I got it. And I started getting more into hiring different coaches to kind of help me with this, the dating relationship coaches. I actually hired one because I wanted to level myself up. I just didn't understand what was going on because I've been out of the game for so long. All of this was new to me. And so if you're a young man who's watching this right now, believe me, I'm 48 and I didn't start getting into my dating until maybe 36, 37. So I was a late bloomer. And so I started recognizing these patterns. My dating coach was like, okay, here's what you're doing wrong, blah, blah, blah. And it started getting better. And he told me the quickest way to dry out a woman is to keep texting her. He was like, you can do anything you want to a woman, you just can't keep boring her. As soon as you bore her, she's done. It kind of goes back to some of the other videos I mentioned that they seek attention, they seek validation. So this whole video is about remaining a mystery to a woman. The only shot that you have, you meet a woman online, you meet her in the park, whatever, your friends hook you up with her. She doesn't know a lot about you. There's a little mystery already there. She doesn't really know a lot about you. And one of the fastest ways to get her to stop messaging you is to tell her everything about you. The early front end of the relationship. You want to remain a mystery. You want to keep your texting very casual, very short. One of the mistakes I made, and I don't want you to make this, is the phone, texting, DMs, any of that crap, it's only used to move her to a date. It should not be used for long-term texting. It should not be used for these long conversations. Believe me, early on, women fucking love that. They will suck all the attention they can out of you. But if you don't have that assertiveness, if you don't have that confidence to say, hey, listen, I love talking to you. When are we free to get together? If you just keep messaging her. If you just keep this type of conversation up, she's going to get bored of you. You need to move it to a date. So you need to remain a mystery. Now, I'm not saying you need to not answer a lot of her questions, but early on, if you just get her number and you're texting, again, the whole point is to move it to a date. If she's asking you a lot of questions on text message, yeah, at some point you're going to have to answer some of them, but again, you don't have to answer them right away. A lot of the times you can actually ignore the question altogether and wait until you're one-on-one with her, where then you can answer her question. See, a lot of guys, what we want to do, and again, I've fallen into this a few times, is we want her to like us. We want her to feel at ease around us. So we set up this long-term front-end texting game or phone calls because we feel like, okay, she just gets to know me, then she'll go out on a date with me. No, keep that edge about you. Answer some of her questions, keep that text short, but move it to a date. Once she agrees to a date, you have this period of time where maybe you asked her out on a Monday, but you're not meeting till a Friday. Avoid as much as possible long texting during that time. The more you text her, the more you tell her everything about you, the less you remain a mystery. The more she knows about you in the beginning, the more she feels like she already has you, and then she's not interested. So if you asked her out on a Monday and she agreed on a Friday, you want to keep your text messages very short during that week. Fuck, you should be busy anyway. You should be at the gym, you should be at your work, you should be at your business. If you have kids, you should be out with them. So if she is texting you, just tell her, hey, listen, I'm out with my kids, can't wait to see you Friday, boom, boom, bang. One-on-one is where you really can find that attraction, where she really can talk to you and you can have that dialogue with her. It's not on the phone. So avoid texting long-term as much as possible. This is how you maintain that mystery. Women have to wonder about you. Now again, she has to like you. There has to be a competency to you. She can't just be like, yeah, I like the guy, but I don't really like him. You have to build up enough of that mystery. She has to have enough of that sexual energy to you to be pulled into that. And the best way to do that is, again, the faster you can get her out on that first date, the better your chances of building up that sexual tension. And so again, what a lot of guys do is they try to play it safe. They try to text her, become a quasi friend to her, and then ask her out. At that point, most of the time it's too late. She views you as a friend. So move it to a date. Escalate during the date, stay off the phone. Now, what happens after that first date? Of course, she's going to want to text you. Fine. Again, the whole point of the phone is to set up the next date. You should be busy. So you want to keep that mystery about you. She knows a little bit more. You gave her a little taste. Cool. She wants to know more. She said, where is he right now? What are you doing? You don't fucking have to answer that. You can wait an hour or so and say, guess. Oh my God, what are you doing? See, her mind, and her primitive mind, she's out there thinking that you're fucking battling dragons. They create all this shit. Like, no, maybe he's out fighting a bunch of guys, or maybe he's, building this amazing business and he's too busy to talk to me, or maybe he's dating other women. If you fucking answer back like, oh no, I'm just here watching TV in my underwear eating Cheetos, LOL. Mystery gone, you just dried her out. Fucking mystery gone. The attraction just went out the window. She's like, fuck. You ruined it in her mind. So keep the minutia, the monotony of your life. Fucking don't tell her. Even if you are on the couch eating Cheetos in your underwear, letting the dog lick your balls, who the fuck knows? You could be a weirdo. I don't know. Don't tell her that stuff. Take a couple hours, say, sorry, I was at the gym. How was your day? Try to keep it very short on the text messages. Here's what I find on text messages too. Remember, guys, we might say something that we think is funny or charming or a little sexual. She might take it a completely different way and find it offensive. Now you just fucked yourself. This is why you want to avoid the phones. as much as possible until you're an actual item. So, in order to keep that mystery alive, what did we discuss? Well, I want to keep you guys on this page because it's very important. Keep your phone calls, your text messages, your DMs very short. Your goal is to get her on a date. Once you've locked in the date, try to limit that texting as much as possible. Now we're going to actually talk about, because this is another sticking point of, if you asked her out on a Monday and she agrees to a Friday, she's going to want to know what you guys are going to do. Don't ask her. Again, you're the man in this relationship. Keep that mystery. Say, you know what? Dress casual, bring a coat. It might be cold. I'll pick you up at 7. Don't say nothing else. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Are we gonna go ride a giraffe? Or what are we going to do? Don't tell her. Don't ask her. So, where do you want to eat? So, what do you want to do on the date? Plan the fucking date. Men who plan the date, tell the woman what to wear, do so much better because you built up that mystery. You've actually built up a little bit of that sexual frustration that you both have. It elevates it a little more because she wants to know more. Most guys will say that. Hey, where do you want to eat? Or what would you like to do on the date? Can I hold your hand? Don't fucking do any of that stuff. You're the man. She found you attractive enough to agree to go on the date. Handle your shit like a man. Now, you're on the date with her. Great, perfect. She showed up. Maybe you picked her up. Whatever, you're on the date with her. Now you can have a dialogue, but keep your fucking dialogue light and kind of keep it a banter. Never bring up your ex, and make sure she doesn't bring up her ex, because another way to completely dry out the evening is you talk about your fucking exes. You want to keep the conversation very light. Yes, you want to get to know her. Yes, you want to answer questions that she has, but you can keep it light. Give her just a little bit more taste. Just give her a little bit more of you. So, what do you do for work? Oh, well, I'm an international business consultant where I help men, and whatever the fuck it is you do. Just say, yeah, no, I'm self-employed. Or, you know what, I work for bank. I don't know what the fuck you do. But keep it short. You don't have to go into this long soliloquy of what the hell you do. She doesn't care. She's just wondering, in her mind, actually, she's trying to correlate what you do with income. That's what she's trying to do. If you say, I put crutches together at the goddamn hospital, okay, this dude makes minimum wage. That's basically what he does. If you do put crutches together at the goddamn hospital, now your new job is you're the senior production manager at XYZ hospital. Cool, that sounds even better, right? So, if you got a shitty job, just change your title, you're good to go. Anyway, I digress, but that's a good way to do it. You're keeping it light, you're asking more questions than she is, because women fucking love to talk about themselves. So the more questions you ask her, the more drawn she is to you. That's just how it is in their mind. So keep asking her those questions. Keep say, yeah, tell me more. Oh my God, that's awesome. That you do this, that's great, perfect. Keep that going, escalate it, try to hold her hand, give her a kiss, whatever. Build up that sexual energy. Once you can do that, of course, men, you're watching this channel, our whole goal is to get them in bed. I mean, this is our goal. We're fucking not here for their stimulating conversation, I can tell you that. We're trying to get you in bed. That's your goal. Women, if you're watching this, that is a little insight. We're trying to get you in bed. The date's over, it went really well. Bam, now Jared, what do I do? How do I keep this mystery going? I just want to tell her everything. Oh my God, I tell her I love her. She's my dream girl. Fucking don't do any of that stuff, okay? You want to maintain your cool. You want to maintain, that little bit of edge that you have, because she still wants more. You also have to remember, if this is your first or second date, bet your ass she's talking to other guys. Bet your fucking ass. So you got to remember that. You should be talking to other women. By having that abundance mindset, keeps you from having one-nightists. It keeps you from going all in on this girl when you don't really know where she's at in this relationship. So you have to remember that. Women have way more options than you. They have Basically, that phone is a dick in a box. She can fucking do. There's a dick on speed dial for women. You have to remember that. So, you don't want to be like all those dicks. You want to be the dick. You have to maintain your mystery. Second date comes along, you're doing the same thing. You're telling her where to go, like what to do. This time maybe, hey, wear a sexy black dress. We're going to go someplace a little bit cooler, a little bit nicer. Great. She's like, oh my God, this guy's my dream. Perfect. That's what you want. You want to maintain that mystery by limiting your text messages, but keeping the dates no more than 2 dates a week. No more. You don't want to start seeing her every single day because you're going to start breaking that attraction. She's going to know where you're at. She's fucking right here. Oh, where's Alex? He's fucking here again. Where's Alex? He's here again. Alex won't fucking leave. So guess what happens in a couple weeks? She gets tired of your ass. She knows everything about you. Boom. She's on to the next. You got to be different. Keep your dating life with her maximum 2 days a week. The only time that's going to change is when she brings it up. When she uses buzzwords like, so where is this going? What are we? Where do you see us? Now she's telling you in womanese, hey, I'm tired of seeing all these other guys, or I'm not talking to any other guys. My dick in a box, I kind of got rid of it. She's telling you she wants a relationship with you. That's what she's saying. Now it's up to you. If you want that, then now you can start going into more of who you are. Now you can start seeing her more if that's what you want to do. But you always have to maintain that mystery. Even if you're married for 20 years, you still need to keep a little edge about yourself. This is what happens. As you go further into a relationship, you've all heard it, you always say, well, things have changed. Things just don't feel that exciting like it used to be. He doesn't blow my back out in these weird places anymore. You're stuck in your routine, guys. You're stuck in, oh, she's never going to go anywhere. Always date her. Always keep it interesting. Fuck, even if 20 years from now, hey, honey, can you pick up milk? Man, throw that be like, bitch, you go pick up your own milk, man. I'm at work. I got shit to do. Just change it. Spike her emotion. Change up that pattern, good or bad. The point is always maintain a mystery with them. If you can do that and you can maintain your frame and she's a little bit on edge always with you, that's where you need her to be. If she gets too comfortable, I don't care if it's date 1 or you've been married 20 years, if she gets too comfortable, her hypergamous nature starts kicking in. She starts looking elsewhere. She starts looking for that excitement. She's like, Alex, things are different. And she's going to start justifying why that dick in a box she can dust off and start speed dialing dicks in the box again. And she'll justify that shit by you. She'll like, well, he's changed. He's different. No, he's boring. Alex has become predictable. Alex has no other options. I'm his only option. This is what happens. So keep that mystery. Keep that little bit of excitement. Keep her a little bit scared of you. Not scared that you're going to beat her ass, but scared of like, this motherfucker will walk away if I don't do what I got to do. This motherfucker will leave. That's what you want. If you found this video helpful, my name is Jared Shoemaker. This is Magnetic Men's Club. This is the only way that you can maintain true attraction, keep that mystery about you, and keep her wanting you more and more every single day. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, hit that motherfucking bell icon so you know every Wednesday and Saturday and Fridays new videos are being dropped. With that, have a great day.